Warm greetings from TNV Academy. Today in this session we are going to discuss about ISO 27002, which stands for Information Technology Security Techniques Code of Practice for Information Security Controls. Before we start, let me tell you what all we discuss in this session point by point. During this session we will be discussing what is ISO 27002 standard is all about. Why is ISO 27002 important? Benefits of ISO 27002. Changes incurred in ISO 27002 2022 version. And the last one is difference between ISO 27001 and ISO 27002. So let's begin our discussion and talk about what is ISO 27002 standard is all about. ISO and IEC 27002-2013 gives guidelines for organizational information security standard and information security management practices, including the section implementation and management of controls taking into consideration the organization's information security environment. It is designed to be used by organizations that intend to. The first one is select controls within the process of implementing an information security management system based on ISO and IEC 27001. The second one is implement commonly accepted information security controls. The third one is develop their own information security management guidelines. ISO and IEC 27002 provides a reference set of information security, cyber security and privacy protection controls, including implementation guidance based on internationally recognized best practices. While ISO 27002 is not a certifiable standard by itself, compliance with its information security, physical security, cyber security and privacy management guidelines brings your organization one step closer to meeting ISO 27001 certification requirements. ISO 27002 provides hundreds of potential controls and control mechanisms that are designed to be implemented with guidance provided within ISO 27001. These suggested controls listed in the standard are intended to address specific issues identified during a formal risk assessment. The standard is also intended to provide a guide for the development of security standard and effective security management practices. So let us move forward and discuss why ISO 27002 is important. If your organization collects, uses or processes data, there will always be information security risks and threats to watch out for. To guard against these risks, you should have an information security management system (ISMS) to ensure the confidentiality, availability and integrity of all information and information assets. The main challenge facing business new to the information security management scene is its broad scope. Implementing and maintaining an ISMS covers such a broad spectrum that most managers don't know where to begin. And this sounds like you, or if you are just looking to stay on top of your information security, then a great starting point is implementing the controls suggested in ISO and IEC 27002. Let us now discuss the benefits of ISO 27002. By implementing information security controls found in ISO 27002, organizations can rest assured that their information assets are protected by internationally recognized and approved best practices. Organizations of all sizes and levels of security maturity can reap the following benefits from adhere to the ISO 27002 code of practice. It provides a working framework for the resolution of information security, cyber security, physical security and information privacy issues. Client and business partners will be more confident and will take a positive view of an organization that implements the recommended standards and information security controls. Since the policies and procedures provide align with internationally recognized security requirements, cooperation with international partners is more straightforward. Compliance with the standard helps develop an organization's best practices, which will increase overall productivity. It provides a defined implementation, management, maintenance and evaluation of Information Security Management System. An ISO compliant organization will have an advantage in contract negotiations and participation in global business opportunities. By complying with ISO 27002 information security controls, one can benefit from lower insurance premiums from providers. So let us now discuss about the changes incurred in ISO 27002 2022 version. ISO and IEC 27002 has been revised to update the information security controls so that they reflect developments and current information security practices in various sectors of business and governments. The new ISO 27002 2022 revision was published on the 15th of February 2022. Many standards and security frameworks are related to or make use of ISO 27002 2013 information security controls, and so this new revision will also implement them. The first significant change to the standard is the move away from a code of practice and positioning is at set of information security controls that can stand alone. The revised standard provides a more straightforward structure that can be applied throughout an organization. The revised version of ISO 27002 can now also be used to manage a broader risk profile. This includes information security and the more technical aspects of physical security, asset management, cyber security, and the human resources security elements that come with privacy protection. And finally, let us now discuss about the difference between ISO 27001 and ISO 27002. ISO 27002 provides the specification for an ISMS, including requirements for the risk management process that you should use to choose the security measure appropriate to the risk your organization faces. The ISO 27002 framework provides best practice guidance on applying the controls listed in Annex A of ISO 27001. It supports and should be read alongside ISO 27001. ISO 27001 is only information security standard against which organizations can achieve independently audited certification. This provides independent, expert assurance that information security is managed in line with international best practices. So we have now come to the conclusion of this session. In case you have any questions regarding what we have discussed today, then please put them in the comment section of the video and we will be really happy answering them. Till we meet next, it's best wishes from TNV Academy. Thank you.